Video games have risen in popularity within the last decade, as they have proven to provide another world in which players can escape to during these trying times. In previous years, video games were presented as something many teenage boys would play, but statistics have shown that all ages and genders are now taking part in an activity that's fun, lighthearted, and is an escape from dealing with everyday life. The question begs why? Why have video games rose in popularity so much just within the past few years? The answer lies within the way they are presented now. Video games have many different formats now as opposed to a decade ago when there were only a few consoles, and most games were either first-person shooting or arcade games, so they didn't provide much variety. With access to more online content, more consoles, and more different types of video games, many people with different budgets, genders, and ages that have interest from cute, creative games from first-person shooting games can now take part. An example of a rise in popularity within different crowds entails one of the biggest drops of consoles of all time, the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch hit the ground running with their innovative handheld/TV console device. The Switch gained access to new crowds who were looking for different and new content and new avenues to spend their time. The factors that aided in the popularity of this device was split between two parts: the COVID-19 pandemic and the game by the name of Animal Crossing. The Nintendo Switch grossed $5 billion just in 2020 alone. COVID-19 was keeping people inside of their houses looking for new things to do and new avenues in which to spend their creative time. The Switch was most people's answers. Animal Crossing, an innovative and very cute island game, completely touched a new crowd of people who had never played video games before. They took the world by storm and sold 22.4 million units just in 2020 alone. The COVID-19 pandemic really did help. There is also another format of games that was not available to the average person a decade ago: online games. Apps like Discord have allowed us to connect with our friends while playing online player games. Not only can the average person now enter a whole new world often, but they can also enter that world with people in which they enjoy spending their time with, the people they play with. League of Legends, Call of Duty, Minecraft, and others have adapted to this online format where you can play and connect with real people. In a study done by AARP, a popular life insurance company, they found within the last 3 years, older folks aged 50 and older have grown to enjoy video games, increasing the total amount playing by 10 million since 2016. Over a third of these members consistently try new video games to keep their mind fresh. With this rise in elders playing video games, the activity has passed down to their families, allowing for family get-togethers where video games are actually involved because they all enjoy them, especially when you can hook up shareable content to the TV that is meant for get-togethers. Ever since many of our eyes have opened to the world in which video games provide, sales have skyrocketed for many different formats of games. From iPhone games to Android games, online games, Switch games, classic console games, video games have rose in popularity throughout. If you haven't tried any of the new options that have been presented within the last few years, I highly suggest you do. I have had lots of fun finding new avenues to spend my creative time, playing different types of video games.